Who loves a sugary drink? Taste tells animals what is good to eat, and what might be unpleasant. For hummingbirds, tasty food is always sweet. Like bees, hummingbirds feed on nectar, a sugary juice made by flowers. Their beaks are shaped like drinking straws, and their tongues lap up the nectar while they hover in the air. Not all animals taste with their tongues. Some insects taste with their feet. Other animals rely on touch to find their food. Can flies taste with their feet? Yes, they can, and so can some other insects, such as butterflies. This way of tasting is a great time saver, because it tells insects if they are on food as soon as they land. Houseflies use their feet like this whenever they settle indoors. If they taste something sweet, they mop it up with their tongues, which work like sponges. Which animal has the longest tongue? The giant anteater has one of the longest tongues. It can be 2 feet, 60 centimeters, long, and is covered in sticky saliva and small spines to extract prey from nests and mounds. The anteater flicks its tongue deep into ants' nests, collecting up to 30,000 ants a day. Although it has no teeth, the anteater swallows pebbles to crush ants in its stomach. Which animal has the longest feelers? If a lobster survives to a ripe old age, its feelers, or antennae, can be over 3 feet, 1 meter, long. These feelers can taste as well as touch, and the lobster uses them to find food in the dark. A lobster's feelers grow each time that it sheds its skin. They also grow back if they are lost in accidents, although it takes them time to reach their full size. Who is the world's touchiest animal? Naked mole rats live underground and have very limited vision. Instead, they rely on their amazing sense of touch. Their skin is practically hairless, but they do have several dozen whisker-like hairs on each side of their bodies. If just one of these hairs is touched, a mole rat turns around to find out what made it move. Naked mole rats live in family groups, and they feed on plant roots, gnawing them with their sharp front teeth. Why do walruses have bristly whiskers? Unlike seals, walruses dive down to the seabed to eat. They swallow lots of small animals, but they particularly like worms, sea cucumbers, and clams. Where walruses feed, the seabed is often murky, and this is where whiskers are useful. Instead of looking for a meal, walruses feel with their whiskers. When they touch food, they use their mouths like a vacuum cleaner to suck up their prey. More facts. Some of the world's smallest moths have feelers that are 4 times as long as their bodies. European jewel beetles sense the heat from forest fires. They fly toward the heat to lay their eggs on warm tree bark. If threatened, a porcupine will back into its enemy, piercing the animal's flesh with its barbed quills. Cabbage white caterpillars are attracted to the peppery taste of cabbage leaves. Bird-eating spiders use touch to feel for food when they hunt after dark. Anchored to rocks in shallow water, a sea anemone waits for small creatures to touch its tentacles. It then attacks with hundreds of tiny stings. If you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to encourage us.